He wrote an article for the National Geographic magazine celebrating the bristlecone so that others could share the wonder of these trees. But his gesture backfired. Tourists swarmed up the mountains to try and find you. They marvelled at the idea of the oldest of living things. In fact, they liked you so much they tore bits off for souvenirs. Others were driven by more serious intent.
When I was starting graduate school, my mother sent me an issue of the National Geographic that had a major article in it by Edmund Schulman, and this was fascinating. I'd never heard of bristlecone pine, and so I was on the lookout for them, and I began to see them as I was doing some graduate research in the Rocky Mountains and then out into the Great Basin. Bristlecone pines are out there, and it was a kind of a sense of discovery. Wow, here's another mountain range with bristlecone pines. I wonder how old they are. I wonder what they can tell us.
Don Curry was a geography student, and the article made him realize that bristlecones might help him date glacial deposits in Nevada. On the crest of a glacial moraine, a particularly old and grizzled specimen caught his eye. By pure chance, he'd chosen a tree that would turn out to be even older than you. But he was faced with a problem.
The normal approach to coring the tree wasn't working because the largest available increment bores were too small to core, even from several angles.
Not having the experience to know what to do next, Curry took a more direct course of action.
So we cut the tree down and captured from the tree a thick cross-section, about a foot thick.
He took the slab back to his motel room and started to count the rings.
We could begin to see that we were getting over 4,000 years, over 4,500, over 4,600, which was the oldest record that had been reported in the literature up until that time, and we ended around 4,900 years. And you got to think, I've got to have done something wrong. I better recount. I better recount again. I better look really carefully with higher magnification.
It was only then that the full horror of what he had done began to dawn on him. He had discovered the world's oldest living thing and killed it. Fate had dealt a cruel blow.
The tree that ended up being cut was literally the first old tree that we climbed to on the crest of the lateral moraine. 5 minutes of looking is all that was involved.
Fate had one last hand to deal the victim of Curry's chainsaw. The slab was laid to rest in the casino of the small town it once looked down on.
Men drop to the earth like leaves, lives as brief as footprints in snow. Bristlecones enthroned on top of the world watch civilizations come and go. They seek our secret immortality, but search in vain, for it is vanity. If truth be known, I would rather be a flower or a leaf that lives and breathes with brief intensity. My life is as thin as the wind, and I am done with counting stars. On the side of this mountain, I might live forever. Could you imagine anything worse? My name is Methuselah, and this is my curse.
When Shulman died, he left quite a few samples that he never had a chance to examine. And a number of years after his death, I went through dating many of these samples, and I discovered that out on these slopes, there is a tree older than Methuselah. And in order to protect this tree, I am not telling anyone which tree it is. Anonymity is its absolute best defense.
On NOVA's website, travel to the secret location of the Methuselah Tree Grove and explore these ancient trees with stunning 360-degree photography on pbs.org or America Online keyword PBS. To order this show or any other NOVA program for $19.95 plus shipping and handling, call WGBH Boston Video at 1-800-255-9424. NOVA is a production of WGBH Boston. Major funding for NOVA is provided by the Park Foundation, dedicated to education and quality television.